Once upon a time, there was a young man named Ethan. Ethan felt tired of life. His mind was never quiet, always full of thoughts, worries, fears. Regrets from the past and anxiety about the future followed him everywhere. No matter how hard he worked, peace always felt far away. One day, Ethan decided to visit a wise monk who lived beside a quiet river. Ethan said, "Master, my mind never rests. Please teach me how to find peace." The monk remained silent for a moment and then gently said, "Sit beside the river." Ethan sat down. The river flowed calmly, clear, silent, steady. The monk picked up a stone and threw it into the river. Suddenly the water became disturbed. Waves formed. The clear surface disappeared. The monk asked, "Ethan, can you see the bottom of the river now?" Ethan replied, "No, master. The water is moving too much." The monk smiled and said, "Ethan, your mind is just like this river. When nothing falls into it, it remains clear. But every thought you throw in, fear, anger, desire, regret, creates waves." Ethan asked, "So how do I remove these stones?" The monk replied calmly, "You don't remove the stones. You stop throwing them." Think about that. We believe peace will come when our problems disappear. But problems never truly end. What destroys peace is not the problem itself. It is our constant thinking about it. We replay the past. We imagine the future. We create fear where none exists. And slowly we drown in our own thoughts. The monk said, "Look at the river again, Ethan." The water had become calm. The stone was still there, but the surface was clear once more. The monk said, "Thoughts will come, but if you don't touch them, they will sink on their own." This is the true meaning of empty your mind. It does not mean forcing silence. It does not mean stopping thoughts. It means allowing thoughts to come and allowing them to go. Like leaves floating on water, passing by without attachment. Ethan said, "But master, my thoughts feel very strong." The monk replied, "Only because you give them power. When you observe your thoughts instead of becoming them, they lose control over you. Have you noticed? At night your body is tired, but your mind wakes up. It starts talking, planning, regretting, and sleep disappears. Why? Because the mind was never taught how to rest. Emptying the mind begins with one habit, awareness. When a thought appears, do not chase it. Simply say, "I see you," and let it pass, again, and again, and again. Slowly, something changes. The noise fades, the pressure weakens, the mind becomes lighter, and without changing anything outside, you begin to feel free. The monk finally said, "Peace is not something you find. Peace is what remains when the mind is empty." Ethan closed his eyes. For the first time, he did not search for answers. He did not fight his thoughts. He simply stopped holding them, and in that silence, nothing was missing. Because when the mind is empty, life finally feels full. Empty your mind, and you will discover everything.